welcome back to part 12 of my playthrough of Spellforce 3 Reforced, continuing on with the campaign. Let's do it.
That way?
Your life depends on it.
That's the twins. Shit.
I know you are here. What do you want? You should choose your words carefully.
You're blind?
You're blind.
I am.
Are you the sacred purifier?
Are you the sacred purifier?
That's what Aenir named me, yes. You came here for the twins, I take it. They are dead. They did not withstand my trials. I believe Joseph put them into that cage over there, in case you would like to convince yourself.
Blazes.
So you're killing in the name of the purity.
So you're killing in the name of the purity.
The purity? No. I kill for purity. I do not know much about this Rondar Lacane and his servants, and it does not matter, because soon my time on this world will end.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I mean what I said. It was never Aenir's will for me to live a long life. He has chosen me for his task, and I have now almost purified 47 people. Just as much time as my miserable shell has spent on this world.
What the heck are you talking about?
I have been blind since birth. All the colors, all the shapes, all the joys of this world. I could not see them. For years and years, I considered my disability a curse. I hated the Guardians. I hated the All-Father. I hated my mother for giving birth to me. And it was only 1 year ago that the All-Father spoke to me, and that I finally understood.
Okay. Seems he's speaking to everybody these days. What did you understand?
What did you understand? That you have to gouge out people's eyes?
Yes, I understood that blemishes like my lack of vision are not a curse, but a punishment. You see, my mother was a whore. She was twisted, impure, sinful, and left me right after I was born. It was a miracle I survived that long. My scourge is the result of my mother's corruption.
You mean you're blind because your mother was a whore?
Yes, and it is the same with every blemish, including magic. They are a reminder of our fathers and mothers' failures. So the All-Father offered me a bargain. The only way to save the blemished is to purify them, the way I do.
What?
Pain, suffering, and ultimately death. If I were to do this on 47 sinners, the same as the number of years my wretched shell has lived on this world, I would be able to purify myself.
What? What? Purify yourself? You mean kill yourself?
Purify yourself?
Do the same to me that I have done to them. Yes. My body is only an instrument, stranger. And the day that it is no longer needed, it shall be discarded.
Wow. Why are you gouging out the eyes?
But why do you gouge out your victim's eyes? Why would Aenir want that?
It is my mark. I am the one Aenir chose to liberate them, so I inflict them with the same blemish that defines me. It is only logical.
Bullshit.
Wait, hold on. So this is the guy, because I remember encountering plenty of people, plenty of corpses that are like been tortured and their eyes gouged out. It was this dude that was doing it. Whoa. Shouldn't you kill the parents instead?
I don't get it. Even if what you said was true, why would you kill the children of the sinners instead of the sinners themselves? It's not their fault they were born that way.
You are naive, stranger. There is no fault and no guilt in Aenir's deeds. Yes, these people did not choose to be the way they are, but it does not change their nature. A dog does not choose to go feral, yet it needs to be removed.
Okay. All right, this needs to stop.
All right. You will kill no more people. This ends here and now.
That was my plan all along. Joseph, Hawk, kill them.
Transform into a bear.
They killed one of our heroes.
Damn it!
Blazes, get up, will you?
Okay, let's heal up. Let's heal up. Let's get this guy.
What a deranged fool.
Yeah. Come, let's get back to Haggard.
Do you have anything useful on them?
Will do.
Okay. Maybe not. Okay. Man, those poor twins, man. All right. Let's get out of here.
You're back. So, did you find him?
Yes. He's dead. But so are the mages.
Blazes. I knew this would happen. Oh, god damn it. Well, at least you put this bastard to justice.
Listen, Haggard. The political situation in Everlight isn't gonna get better anytime soon.
Yeah.
And it's more than likely that someone will get behind what you're doing. I found out, and it wasn't hard. I'm actually looking for a capable smith.
You? But what about the mages here in Everlight?
They will still need help, but you can't help them if you're dead. Back in my camp, we're mages too, and we'll do everything to keep them safe.
That's not a decision I can make on the spot, friend. Let me think about it, will you? Where can we meet should I decide to join you?
I have a scout stationed here in Everlight. Just talk to him once you've made up your mind. Think about it.
I will.
Yeah.
State your business.
Clara Farlorn sent me.
Clara Farland sent me.
Huh. The description fits. Fine, go on in. Argyle is waiting for you.
Well, well, if it isn't the notorious betrayer's child. I always wondered what you look like. I had something different in mind. I'm Fulan Argyle, Mayor of Everlight. Pleased to make your acquaintance. But let us cut to the chase, shall we? Clara has told me you're looking for an ally. One that can help you put an end to the bloodburn.
What else did she tell you?
What else did she tell you?
Not much I didn't already know. Who you are, and your involvement in the Mage Wars. And before you say any more, I don't want to know.
You don't?
No. The less I know, the less dangerous our cooperation is for me. Also, I fully trust Clara's judgment. If she thinks you're worthy of our support, then so do I.
Right. How do you know Clara?
For a simple village mayor, Clara has a lot of friends in high places.
Simple village mayor. Is that who she is now? Amusing.
Well, who is she?
Someone who was once very powerful but decided to quit. That's all I can tell you without her consent.
All right. So, can you help us?
So, can you help us?
I believe I can. Let me introduce you to the Wayfarers. Come on in. Tahar, this is Rowan, leader of the Wayfarers, one of the most able mercenary groups on EO.
Rohan?
Rohan?
Tahar. Tiara's breath.
I take it you were acquainted already?
This man used to be my father's right hand during the Mage Wars. He was the one who told him of my plans to leave the rebels.
Interesting.
Don't act so surprised, Argyle. You knew of my past. And you also know that I'm the only reason this war is over. If I hadn't told the Crown of Asamo's attack on the keep, he would have won. So yes, Tahar, you're right. I told Asamo about your betrayal. But ever since then, I've tried to repent.
That doesn't bring back our... Yeah, that doesn't bring our friends back to life, does it?
That doesn't bring Zane or Helena back to life.
Look, you're angry. And after what I did, you have all the right to be. But this is not the time for discussion. You need an ally, and we're all you're going to get. So, please, let us just put this behind us, even if it's just for now. Let the Wayfarers help you.
I don't want your. Did you really warn the royal army of my father's attack on Greyfell?
So you warned the royal army of the attack?
Yes. It took me some time to realize how rotten our movement had become. But when I did, I acted. Just like you. But please, I can tell you all about this, but not now, not here.
I don't want your help. Should I say that? um. uh, yeah, I'll say it.
I don't want your help.
Please, just listen, will you? We don't have to be friends again. I know that you're trying to stop the Bloodburn, and we can help you. So at least hear me out.
Fine. Speak.
All right. Who are the Wayfarers?
Who in the blazes are the Wayfarers?
Mercenaries, as Argal said. I founded them right after the war.
Mercenaries?
Yes. But that's just how we pay for our shelter and our food. Most of the time, the Wayfarers are helping people. Refugees, farmers, homeless. We're protecting those who the Crown has forgotten.
Very poetic. And how do I know you're telling the truth?
He is.
Thanks. Look, Tahar, I know I messed up. I served a monster for over 6 years of my life. But I regret it. And I'm trying to make amends.
All right. What can you offer?
So, this army of yours, what can you offer?
Knowledge, tactics, swords. Whatever it is you and the Harbinger need to end the Bloodburn, we'll help you.
I don't have money to pay you.
I can't afford an army of mercenaries. I'd have to ask the Purity for support first.
You don't. I will cover all the expenses.
You? Why?
As I said, I owe Clara. Also, it's not as if my wealth and my power protect me from the Bloodburn, do they? Clara has a lot of faith in you, and even though I'm skeptical about the Purity's involvement in your mission, I trust Clara's judgment.
Fine. But we have a lot to talk about.
Fine. But we'll have a lot to talk about, Rohan.
Yes, I know.
Well, that's settled then. But as much as I appreciate your presence, I would like you, Rowan, to hear, and your soldiers, to leave this city as soon as possible. An army the size of the Wayfarers will draw the Royal Army's attention sooner or later. And that's something neither of us want to happen.
Right. I'll see you around then.
All right, I guess. Wait, what? Okay, so I guess I'll take him with me. Place. Yeah, I'll take him with me.
We'll make short work of them.
Seems like he can carry an axe or something. Now join the party. Excellent. Dagger. Ooh. Flaming wand. Double damage against fire creatures. Okay. So this, I'm gonna need some of this. I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need that.
I understand.
Can I take that boat? Can I steal that boat? Can I sail across?
Interesting.
Huh? Help you with something?
That island in the lake, that is the Creators Guild, isn't it?
That island in the lake, that's the Creators Guild, isn't it?
Yeah? Why you asking?
It might be the distance, but it looked a lot more populated when I was last there.
That's because after your father's war, a lot of the Creator's mages left. They were afraid of being out in the open, so to speak.
Why? The Creators Guild didn't participate in the war, did it? Same as Everlight.
Yeah, but that didn't stop the common folk and the refugees who came here from blaming them. There were even attacks on the guild.
Well, not all the common folks you call it took part in them. I know the Creator's mages haven't ever done anything foul. What happened during that attack was a bloody tragedy. The mayor saw that the people who did it were put on the gallows.
All right, I want to set over. How much will that cost?
I want to cross over there. How much will that cost?
25 gold. And no haggling.
That's fine. I
I
can do
want to
that.
cross the lake.
Sure. Where to?
I have no idea. Wherever that exclamation mark is. The Creator Guild, I guess. Okay. Are
Fine.
there any venom sacks here?
Hardly anyone here.
But still, the magical signature of this place is impressive.
Well, let's go find someone we can talk to.
Decorative armor. Single armor made out of solid gold. This precious metal is known to be extremely fragile and is not usually used for armor crafting. The armor was clearly designed for decorative purposes only by someone who values riches more than their own survival. God damn. Creators Guild.
Here we are. Impressive.
And there's people down the hall. We should...
Interesting. We do not get visitors often these times.
Who are you?
I'm Undergast. I suppose you could call me the head of the guild. I sensed someone was coming and that someone had an intriguing aura. Now I know who it is. You are Isamo Tahar's child, are you not?
How do you know?
Well, I have studied Isamo Tahar's magic quite extensively, especially since the end of the Mage Wars. He was a remarkable man. Yours and his magical aura have a lot of similarities.
A remarkable man?
A remarkable man?
Yes.
Does that mean you supported him?
No, that is not what I said. I merely stated that he, as a mage and a man, was remarkable, unusual or special, and therefore surprising or worth mentioning. My opinion on the war is an entirely different matter.
How are our auras similar?
How are our auras similar?
Well, hard to say.
Oh, excuse
you
me,
can simply
sorry.
tell that you're related. And there's something else about you that is, well, strange.
Could you elaborate?
I get that a lot. Could you elaborate?
It is hard to say. There's something peculiar about you. An oddity in your aura which I cannot make sense of. I'm sorry.
All right.
Either way, I assume you are here for a reason. How may we, the little that is left of us, help you?
Tell me more about the Creators Guild.
I was wondering if you could tell me more about the Creators Guild.
Maybe I should begin with the question, what do you know about us already?
I know that you are a neutral association of mages that didn't participate in the Mage Wars. That's about it.
Well, and that is about the core of our guild. We are mages devoted to study, science, and the preservation of knowledge, and we do not involve ourselves in political conflict. We were founded in the year 231 by a woman named Goddess Bowdry. Ever since, the Creators Guild has been a constant in the ever-changing political landscape of Northander.
So, you are the leader of the guild?
So you are the leader of the guild?
Well, I do not see myself as such, but yes, the majority of the guild considers me its leader.
Okay. The ferryman told me about an attack.
The ferryman told me about an attack on the guild after the Mage Wars. He said it was the reason that there are so few mages left on the island. Is that true?
Yes, but it was not just the attack. There was also an internal disagreement.
How did the attack end?
That attack, how did it end? Am I right to assume you stopped it?
Of course. They were trying to kill us, so we fought back and killed them instead. At least until their morale was broken. Looking back, I think that this display of power was something we should have done earlier. Only because we were peaceful, the people who attacked us assumed that we were defenseless. They will not make the same mistake again.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
It does. But again, it was not only the attack that diminished our numbers, but also a disagreement we had within the guild.
What kind of disagreement?
What kind of disagreement?
I would prefer not to talk about it. I am sorry.
All right. Do you know anything about the Bloodburn?
Actually, we're here for a reason. We're investigating the Bloodburn. Is there anything you or your guild knows about it?
The Bloodburn? You're studying it?
I guess you could say that, yes.
Interesting. No, we do not know more about it than most alchemists or apothecaries at this point, though our general consensus is that we doubt the corporeal origin of the plague. There is magic involved in it.
Well, you're right about that. It's magical, and it's connected to the Shapers.
The Tsarlanth, that's interesting. Say, would you mind to tell me more? You seem to know a lot of variables which we are not aware of yet.
I'll tell you.
I'll tell you, but we should find somewhere to sit. It's a long story.
Of course. Well, this is both fascinating and peculiar.
What do you make of it?
I do not believe in visions and prophecy unless they come from a dreamweaver, so I'm uncertain. There is no arguing that this man Rondar Lacane knew more about the Bloodburn than most people, and his clue led you to Mullendeer, which is nothing short of impressive. So you believe that the Bloodburn is caused by Shaper telepathy. Is that correct?
It is a theory, but yes.
I see. I would like to come with you.
What?
I was clear, was I not? I would like to come with you. Your story is nothing short of fascinating. The Shaper City, the Bloodburn, and this Nexus. I would like to accompany you and help. I have a wide knowledge of the magic and the Shapers, and have a strong interest in finding a cure for the Bloodburn.
What about the guild? You're the leader.
What about the guild? Aren't you their leader?
I am, but that does not bind me to stay. It is common for creators' mages to head out to expeditions. They become rarer due to the war, but still, there is nothing stopping me from coming back when our business is concluded.
Sure, okay, cool.
Well, why not? Just know that it will be dangerous.
I can defend myself. Quite well, in fact. However, there is one thing I need to finish before I come with you.
Oh, great.
Study. Maybe you could help.
Study?
This would facilitate matters.
As long as it doesn't take too much time, yes. What are you studying?
Simple. I have always been fascinated by the notion of sentience and the mind in general. What creates consciousness? What is it that distinguishes us as humans from a wolf who is slave to his instincts? Quite recently, a group of refugees who arrived in Everlight told me of a bizarre sight. They said that a stone golem took over the abandoned mine near the gates and has grown a soul, and apparently has been trading with the villagers and even befriended one of them. It all seems highly unlikely, but I want to investigate it.
Wait, what? Didn't we already go to the mine? How is this possible?
A monster with a soul? How is that even possible?
I do not know. It is not the first time people have reported such occurrences, but most of the times they turn out to be a hoax. This is the first case I've heard that might be legitimate. If it's true, this might change the world forever. Can you imagine? The ramifications of such a discovery would be monumental. It is currently believed that only the 5 principal kinds are capable of conscious thought. Disproving that would change everything. Suddenly, would killing a monster not be a homicidal act? Would putting them in a cage not be considered slavery? And finally, is it right for the principal kinds to consider themselves special, chosen by the Guardians?
What do you need my help with?
What do you need my help with?
Well, this is all an exciting scholarly prospect, but a golem is still a golem. So if the monster goes feral, it will require assistance. I can defend myself, but still it would be unwise to go there alone. I will get prepared and meet you at the mine. Do you know where it is?
Tell me.
Up north, at the top of the Iskander mountain. I will go as soon as possible.
Fair enough. I'll see you there.
Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. What is this thing?
Interesting.
Though smoking, the substance emits no heat. It smells metallic.
Odd fellow. But he's a kid.
You have a strange aura. Interesting.
Excuse me?
I beg your pardon?
Your aura. It's different. Cold. Anyway, forgive my manners. Callaghan Theo, archiver of the Creators Guild. How may I help you?
I'm looking for someone.
I'm looking for someone. An archaeologist named Ilbertus Watley.
Watley? That man obsessed with his island?
Yes. What do you know about him?
Not much. Only that he showed up here some years ago asking for funding for his bizarre excavation. All the nobles who usually fund these kinds of things had rejected him. However, he didn't have any proof backing up his claims, other than him claiming to be of Hibernian ancestry, just like Queen Aelith. So we had to send him away as well, which didn't stop him from digging.
Why would he dig in Everlight to find an island?
Why would he dig in Everlight to find an island?
Because apparently there's a Shaper portal that might take him there. Or a Hibernian portal, I don't remember, it's been a while.
He thinks he's Hibernian?
He thinks he's a Hibernian?
Well, he said that his
I have no idea what a Hibernian
great-great-great-grandmother
is.
was part
No idea.
Hibernian or something along those lines, though he didn't have any of the Queen's gifts. And he also claimed that, through his heritage, he has been having those strange dreams since his childhood of a secluded island within the Black Sea that no explorer has ever laid eyes upon.
And I take it you didn't believe him.
Well, I wanted to, and so did the other archivers. But the moment we start giving out money for fascinating stories alone is the moment we will stop existing.
How did he dig without the money?
If you and the nobles denied him the means to an excavation, how did he dig?
That's where it gets tragic. He spent his entire heritage.
To no avail.
Not entirely. He found what resembled a portal, but it was just dead, cold stone. It didn't take him anywhere. He tried to activate it for years, but ultimately his savings ran out. Now he lives in the Mud District, begging for food. He literally gave it all for his dream, but failed. A sad story. Why do you ask, though?
We'll find that island.
Because we're looking for that island.
Oh? Well, then you should probably talk to Watley himself. If you can find him, that is. I have to continue my work now. Safe travels, friends.
All right.
Let me see.
It's like a portal to the lower level. Ah, knew it. Can you trade here?
Oh, huh? Help you with something?
All right, let's
I
go.
want to cross the lake.
Sure. Where to?
Everlight Harbor. Let's go there. Oh, wait, my bad. Back to where I started. Nope, I don't want to go there.
Huh? Help you with...
I want to cross the lake.
Sure. Where to?
Southern Beach? Oh, damn it. Well, let's just explore here.
Will do.
Hopefully I can find some venom sacks or something. Ah, spiders. Excellent. Give me your sacks.
Now would you look at that?
Yes. Excellent. Come on, spiders. Oh, undead.
Take them down.
Damn it.
Blazes. Help me, somebody.
Oh my god.
More. This graveyard. Damn it.
Keep healing.
Oh god. Warbear.
Damn it. I need healing.
I need help over here.
Heal you up. Of course.
Don't die on me, will you? I need help over here.
Holy.
Blazes. Help me, somebody.
Help me.
They killed one of our heroes.
All right, Revive them. No, don't die. Don't die.
Don't die on us, friend. Just stay with me. Don't
Yeah.
die on us, friend. Just stay with me.
That was close. And what luck. We all leveled up. Will I see more spiders? That's the main question on my mind. I'm hoping for more spiders. Oh, what the heck is this?
Highwayman.
You read my
They
mind.
will burn.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
It's near. Ooh. I like. Let's see who's trapped in here.
Interesting. Saved by a pale skin. Huh, I didn't expect that. If it wasn't for you, I'd be on some human's dinner plate by tonight. Thank you, friend. My name is Kier of the Dustcrawler tribe, and I see you're traveling with one of our kind. A fire wielder, isn't it? Zalrakar.
Zalraka. Yes, I'm a fire wielder.
What do you mean, on some human's dinner plate?
Well, it's a bit disturbing. Shortly
eat
put,
orcs?
there's a gang of human criminals who capture and butcher orcs and sell their meat as wyvern meat. It looks almost the same, so nobody can tell.
Sarek's fangs. You're joking.
If I were, would I be sitting in a cage and be covered in blood? No, I'm not. I know how absurd it sounds, but apparently these paleskins make a ton of money that way.
Huh. And nobody notices the difference? Really?
And nobody notices the difference? Really?
Well, I've never eaten my own kin. It's bloody disgusting, and I want to think about it as little as possible.
Huh. And how did you end up here?
Huh. And how did a Dustcrawler orc end up here in Everlight?
I was trying to put an end to this.
So, you're a detective?
So you're some kind of orc detective?
Oh my, how that sounds. No, I'm not. Actually, I'm a Kalzul, an architect.
Orcs have architects?
Yes, how do you think our cows are constructed? And of course, now you're asking yourself how an orcish architect ended up on a mission like this. Don't. It's complicated.
Tell me.
No, none of your business.
Come on, we can help you.
We could help you.
Why? What is it to you?
This country needs stability.
This country has enough troubles already, especially when it comes to political tensions. No need to add an orc-murdering gang to the list of our problems.
Makes sense. Fine then. I hope I won't regret this. If you want to help, we need to pick up where I left off. Evidence.
So you're trying to get the Everlight Guard to deal with it?
Yes. I'm just one orc, and even if I knew where their hideout was, I can't just run in there swinging my axe around like a maniac and expecting not to die a fool's death. I don't trust these guards, but as of now, they seem to be my only chance.
True. Do you have any idea where we could start looking for evidence?
Actually, yes. I managed to intercept correspondence between one of their thugs and the leader. It should be enough to convince the guards of their presence. However, the thugs took all of my belongings when they ambushed me. Makes sense, I guess. An orc headed for a slaughterhouse doesn't need his books and valuables with him. I say we go right... Balrak! Bloody wound.
I mean no disrespect, but I don't think you should join this fight for now, brother. You're too weak.
I'm afraid that's true. Let us get your possessions for you.
Fine. I'm no good to anyone dead, am I? I think I heard them talk about some camp near the old mines. Maybe you could start there.
All right, let's go kill these guys.
Please, mercy!
I don't want to die.
Oh, that chain lightning.
Get ready.
Pick the...
Nice. This guy. Talk to Thug?
No, no, please, mercy. I don't want to die.
Then you better talk. We want information on your syndicate.
Yes, of course. What do you want to know?
Everything. All right. How did you end up like? How did you end up in this?
How did you end up like this? You don't look like an average cutthroat.
Because I'm not. I'm from the Mud District, and I spent years looking for work. But it's become almost impossible to find a good job as a fellow from the slums. Then that man Finn showed up in the Shangiga, and, well, the pay was good. And it took me a while until I realized that it wasn't Wyvern meat we were selling.
How did this all start?
How did this all start? Who in blazes came up with the idea of murdering orcs and selling their meat?
I don't know.
Really?
Yes, really. I only joined the farm a few months ago, and nobody ever told me who came up with it. All I know is that we have to report to a man called the Butcher, who runs the slaughterhouse in Everlight. But I never saw him in person.
Butcher, slaughterhouse. You paleskins make me sick. Be glad the two of us aren't alone.
I'm sorry.
Where can I find your headquarters?
Where are your headquarters?
You mean the slaughterhouse? Please, I can't tell you. They will kill me if I do.
That does sound painful.
No, please. It's in Everlight. Below Everlight, to be precise. You have a map, don't you? Here. That's where the entrance is. All the meat is processed there. And it's run by the Butcher, our leader.
Anything else?
No, I don't... Wait, yes. The countersign. You need to remember the countersign. You need to answer, I'm here for the produce, when they ask you, what's your business?
I'm here for the produce. All right. Now, what should I do with you?
Kill him.
What? But you said you'd spare me.
Yeah. Get out of my... Now get out of my sight.
Get out of my sight. But if I ever see you working with these cutthroats again, I won't be so lenient.
Yes, of course. I was done with this life anyway. Goodbye, soldier. And thank you for your mercy.
Here we go. That must be the letter Kier mentioned, alongside the rest of his things. Understood.
All right, now let's head back inside the cave.
If you insist, that's your problem, Tahar.
No sign of Undergast.
You must have gone in already. Come, let's take a look.
Oh, interesting.
Go in. Well, I already cleared the mine anyway in my last playthrough, or my last playthrough if you're watching this on YouTube. In part 11, I cleared the mine, and now we're back into the mine.
Didn't you say in front of the mine?
I did, but then I realized that it might be wise to scout ahead in order to get a clearer picture of the situation. Come, let us go. The golem and its supposed friend should be further down the mine.
I swear I probably beat it already.
Yes?
I could have sworn I killed whatever this golem is already.
Greetings. Are you...
Rick, who are they? I'm afraid.
Don't worry, Hubert. They are not here to hurt you. Judging by the sounds of fighting we heard, I take it you took care of those undead. If so, you have my thanks. They appeared out of nowhere just a couple of days ago and locked us in.
They're dead. We're here to ask you some questions about your, friend.
I figured. So I'm guessing you heard the rumors, right? Yes, this is the golem with a soul. And yes, I am the odd fellow protecting him. But before I tell you anything, promise me that you won't hurt him.
I know he might look intimidating, but he's actually quite sensitive.
I promise.
I promise.
Good. That's good.
So, what do you want to know? You didn't come here to take him away, did you?
All right. Why didn't you kill the undead yourselves?
Hubert is a stone golem. Why didn't you kill these undead yourselves if they trapped you?
Kill? Hubert? I told you he couldn't hurt a fly. He doesn't look it, but in his head, he's just like a child.
Yeah, why the name Hubert?
Why Hubert?
It was my grandfather's name. And one day, I simply started calling Hubert that, and it stuck.
How did you come to know Hubert?
How did you come to know Hubert? I mean, you don't just come up to a golem and start a conversation.
Right. You don't. I found him laying half dead just outside this mine. Some creature drained him of his essence, a ghost or something.
Darkness came and stole my light. It hurt. It hurt so bad.
I know, Hubert, but it's over now.
For some reason, I immediately noticed that Hubert was different. In every other situation, I would have simply turned away and alarmed the guard, but I just couldn't. So I went into the city to find a mage.
Who? Joseph. His name was Joseph.
He is not with the Creators Guild. And this Joseph agreed to help you.
Well, he still owed me a favor, so... Yes, I asked him to heal Hubert. And even though he told me it was dangerous, he eventually did it. When it was done, he told me to get away as soon as possible, as it might wake up again soon. But just like when I had first seen him there, I simply knew that there was something in him. Something that made him more than just a construct. So I waited. And it turned out I was right. You can figure out the rest. I took him into the mine, as the Everlight guards would have attacked him on sight. And here, we became friends.
So you're down here to protect him?
So you took him into the cave to protect him?
Yes. Of course, word eventually got through to the townsfolk. But you're the first to follow up on the rumors.
And before these undead woke up, this place was actually quite peaceful. A bit gloomy, yes, but safe. And that's what matters.
Yeah, I still understand, man.
What, and simply knowing he was different was enough for you to take on a golem?
Trust me. I know how it sounds. And it's hard to describe, but yes. Basically, that's how it was.
Okay, how long ago was that?
How long ago is it that you found him?
Let me think. Almost 4 moons now.
How did you become friends, though?
How did you become friends, though?
Rick, friendly. Rick, always friendly. Rick, care for me.
Well, maybe friendship isn't the proper word for it. It's more like I care for him, the way a father cares for a child. And yes, I know how funny that sounds considering Hubert's size.
What makes you and Hubert different?
Hubert, what makes you different from other golems? When did you realize you can think for yourself?
I don't know. I always had thoughts, always had ideas, but I did not know how to tell people about them. After the ghost attacked me and Rick healed me, he taught me how to speak.
Taught?
Yes. Yes, of course. Rick taught me how to speak.
Hubert is a very good student. He learned how to speak almost fluently in just a couple of months. If only men were half as eager to learn, maybe we wouldn't be in this mess we find ourselves in.
He could also carry the spirit of a person in him. Did you ever think of that?
If so,
Could be.
it was
Yeah.
the spirit of an infant.
He has a soul.
As I said, all I did was offer Hubert guidance and, well, love.
What are you going to do with him?
What are your plans for Hubert? Neither he nor you can stay in this cave forever.
Honestly, I don't know. Hubert is such a good lad, and I want him to have a normal, happy life. As bizarre as that sounds when talking about a golem. He would love to make friends and...
Yes, friends. Rick, will these misters be my new friends?
Hubert, what did we say about interrupting other people when they're talking?
It's rude. And it makes people sad.
Do you want me to be sad, Hubert?
No, Rick. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted. Just don't do that again.
Anyway, I try not to think about it. And until you showed up and killed those undead, I wasn't even sure we'd ever make it out of that cave again.
Alright. Can I examine Hubert? Oh, can my friend examine Hubert?
All right, look. My friend here would like to learn more about Hubert's uniqueness. It would be of great scientific value. Would it be possible for us to examine him?
I don't know. Will it harm him?
Golems were created to endure pain.
What my friend is trying to say is he will do everything he can to keep Hubert comfortable.
What do you think, Hubert?
I don't know.
Fine. If you think it will help us understand Hubert better, then I don't want to be an obstacle. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Then let us begin.
Hopefully it won't kill him.
Interesting. Truly interesting. Hubert, I am done. You can rest now.
It wasn't bad, Rick. It tickled a little, but it didn't hurt.
So, what did you find out?
Not much. But let me discuss it with my companion first. Tahar, if you please.
Where is the kind sir going, Rick?
So let me be brief. I inspected Hubert's magical core, and it is rather unusual. It's overflowing with magical essence, unlike anything I've ever seen. My theory is that his remarkable intelligence comes from this irregularity. Unfortunately, I believe that the very same irregularity is also dangerous. The essence within him seems unstable.
It is very likely that it will eventually get out of control and cause an explosion unlike anything this land has ever seen.
Ooh.
To me, it appears we have two options. We can destroy the golem, or take it back to the guild and try to harness its power, with the chance to stabilize the core and allow it to live.
I do not think I should make that choice. I consider myself a rational person, but I'm afraid that my fascination with the matter clouds my judgment.
How would you harness his power? Yeah.
What do you mean by harness his power?
Well, the possibilities are endless. If we can replicate the structure of its core and stabilize it, it has the potential to change the world. We might even be able to recreate it, thus giving us a power source with the chance to recreate life.
Obviously, there is no guarantee these experiments will bear fruit. We would also be risking blowing Everlight to smithereens in the process.
If I had to make a guess, I would say that there is a 40% chance that the golem will be stabilized, and we will be able to harness the core. A 40% chance that it will die in perceived agony, and a 20% chance of triggering the devastating explosion.
Can't we just relocate him?
Couldn't we just take him somewhere secluded and leave him be?
I'm afraid that's out of the question. We just don't know what the long-term effect of this instability would be. He could, for example, become feral and use his incredible power to wipe out a city or two. Killing him is the merciful option if his welfare is your primary concern.
I say, we can't do this.
We can't do this. This is a sentient being we're talking about, not just a construct.
Forgive me, but this is highly irrational. You are a mage, so you should be able to sense it yourself. There is a magical power in this golem, and it is growing stronger by the minute. It is imperative that we act one way or another.
He's right, Tahar. This creature is a walking time bomb. Not doing anything would mean sentencing all of Everlight to death.
Also, there is a slim chance that harnessing the power of his core would stabilize the core, and thus allow it to live.
Hey, you know what? Let's talk to Rick. I already know what my decision is. I'm gonna try to, stabilize it and try to, let it live instead of killing it. And then, how do you know when we kill it, it might blow up in our faces and blow up this whole mine? I don't know. Who knows?
That's a tough decision. Let me talk to Rick.
Of course.
All right. Let me save. Let's talk to Rick. Rick.
Now, would you look at that?
So, what did you and your friend talk about?
I will have to kill you. We need to take Hubert with us.
Well, there's no good way to say this. Hubert's magic core is very unusual. It is overflowing with energy, and while this energy is what makes him sentient, it also makes him dangerous. If we let Hubert stay here, the core might eventually become unstable and explode.
The only way to save him is to take him to the Creators Guild, where they can try to control his power. Thing is, it might be a painful experience for Hubert.
I'm sorry, but it's the only way. The alternative would be to kill him.
You bloody monster! No! There's no way I'm letting you do this! He's a person, damn it, not some toy for some mages to tinker with! You'll have to kill me first!
Rick, you're outnumbered, and I'm offering you and Hubert a chance. Don't you see it? You can either die here like a fool, or you can make sure Hubert gets through the entire ordeal together with you.
Well, yeah. I guess you're right, aren't you? I don't have a chance against you all. But let me say this. If I learn that anything happens to Hubert, I will come and hunt you down, even if it costs my life.
Hubert, it's time to go. We're moving into a new home.
What? I'm going to see the outside again? Just how you promised.
Yes. Just how I promised.
Well, I must say that I'm happy you made that decision. I will go back to the guild now and prepare my things for our journey as discussed. I will see you there.
Alrighty.
Look at that. My pale-skinned friends return. Had any luck?
I think so. Are these your things?
Let me see. Yes, they are. I have to say, I'm surprised. My experience with pale skin so far has been that you talk a lot and act very little.
I know where they're hiding.
Listen, there's no guarantee the guard will take down the syndicate, even if we provide them with the evidence. I actually convinced one of their thugs to tell me the location of their hideout. They call it the Slaughterhouse. And apparently that's also where we could find their leader, the Butcher.
Butcher. Pathetic. But what are you suggesting? That we storm that place all by ourselves? That's suicide.
We're all mages and know how to defend ourselves. And they won't be expecting us. I think we stand a chance.
I agree. If you want something done, take it into your own hands.
A bold plan. But I like it. Fine, let's take care of this ourselves. Where is that hideout?
In the middle of Everlight. Just meet me there.
Understood. Ah, and here. I think you should have this. You deserve it more than I do. So far, I haven't done much more than getting thrown into a cage. I'll meet you in Everlight. May your blood never boil.
May your blood never boil.
Ah, there you are. So, where is that slaughterhouse?
Show you.
I'll show you. Follow me.
Okay, I've been thinking. It's probably best if we try to maintain cover as long as possible. The sooner we start the killing, the more likely it is that their leader will get away.
What do you suggest then?
Simple. Tell the guards that I'm your prisoner, and that you brought me to the hideout for slaughter. If we do it right, then we might be able to get to the Butcher without raising suspicion.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
But I'm taking Gore with me.
Hello, boys. I brought you something for the Butcher. That's the greenskin who's been sticking his nose into our business.
Ah, right. That one. Why haven't you killed him yet?
Because I thought the boss would want to have a word with him.
Aye. I guess he would. So, what's your business?
I'm here for produce.
I'm here for the produce.
Great. Come on in then. And make that fucking animal suffer, will you?
Though Everlight is one of the few Northander cities with a multi-racial population, non-humans are usually met with hostility and prejudice. While there have not yet been any big outbreaks of violence, It is not unusual to find a robbed and beaten elf in the mud district's alleys. Due to their imposing physique, orcs were targeted less often. Until now.
Yeah, they want that meat. They want that hard meat.
Here we are. Now, let's find the butcher.
I can't wait.
I want that hard meat. Hopefully I'll find some venom sacks in here. You constantly say it.
Got it.
You got it.
Let's have him transform into a bear. Yeah. What the? Oh.
I understand.
Okay. I can't attack him yet. I thought it was a.
Feed your bloody corpses to the dogs!
Let's see.
That pair of gloves designed specifically to improve wearer's grip on some types of hilts. Ah, okay. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
Interesting.
So, I'm guessing you're the butcher.
And I'm guessing you're not here for a nice, crispy piece of orc meat, are you? No, don't say anything. I can feel it. You're the one who butchered my people near the mine, aren't you? And you, orc, are the little detective who tried to expose my business. I guess I should thank you for coming. That saves me the trouble of tracking you down.
Balrog, you're an orc?
Well observed, scum.
I don't get it. Why would you do this? Orchestrate a genocide of your own kind?
My kind? The kind that killed my father just because he refused to take part in slaughtering the neighboring clan for the struggle's sake? The kind that banished a little orcish boy and his sister without as much as one day's worth of provisions? Fuck my kind. The orcs have treated me and my family like stray dogs, and I'm only returning the favor.
Alright, there are other ways for revenge.
If your clan mistreated you, there are other ways of getting back at them.
Oh, are there? Such as burning a Zarek effigy? Stealing a barrel of beer from them? No. Our culture is as rotten as your corpses will be 2 weeks from now. Every orc who still lives according to this nonsense deserves to die. The more gruesomely, the better.
This is insanity!
Blazes, murdering orcs and selling them to humans. This is insane.
I call it poetic justice.
There's no point. He's lost his mind.
See, that's where you're wrong. My mind has never been clearer. Your culture is a cancerous growth and needs to be removed from this world's tissue.
Alright, I've heard enough. Let's attack him.
I've heard enough. This ends here.
With pleasure. Get them, boys. Fresh meat.
Warbear.
I'll feed your bloody corpses to the dog.
Help me, somebody!
Who is that? There you go. Get that guy. Get that lightning. Hold on, let me target this guy. the chain lightning.
I need help over here.
We got healer. Get this guy down.
Jesus, I need healing.
Unnecessary.
Damn archers.
And it's over.
And it's
Zarek's fangs. This was madness.
I couldn't agree more.
I guess it's best to forget about this as fast as we can. Either way, I will be forever grateful for what you did for me today. Before you go, please, take this. It's the least I can do after you risk your life for my kind. Also, listen, Tahar. Earlier on, you mentioned something about an army that you command. Was that a metaphor?
It wasn't. Why?
I, was wondering if you'd allow me to join you.
Why?
Wait, didn't you say that you're a well-respected architect in your tribe? Why would you want to join me?
Well, I wasn't entirely honest. I'm not just an architect. I'm also the firstborn son of Naris, the High Chieftain of the Dusk Kin. I don't want to bore you with endless stories, so I'll make it short. My little brother Rak was gifted and destined to be a shaman. And to become a shaman, one needs to pass a trial by Zarek. I had heard talk about it, about how many young orcs die taking it. And the thought of losing my brother, I just couldn't bear it.
I understand, brother. More than you think.
I guess. You're a shaman, too.
So, what did you do?
I kidnapped him. It was foolish, and I got caught a day after we left the cow. My father sent me into exile as a punishment for defying Zarek. All this, me trying to save these orcs from slaughter. Maybe it's my way of repenting for what I've done. But I don't want to talk about it more than I have to. I just can't go back yet.
Alright, you can join, yeah.
Well, if you're an architect, your talents might actually come in handy. If you want to join, bring that evidence to the guard, and then join me at the border.
I will do that. Thank you, Har. I appreciate it. And I promise I won't be a burden. May your blood never boil. We'll talk later.
Nice.
So many dead orcs.
Tiara's breath. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
Let me see.
Ah, there you are. In case you were wondering, I sent 2 mages to help Richard and Hubert find their way to the guild. It will be a marvelous opportunity to deepen our knowledge on magic. I'm still fascinated by the idea that an abundance of magic is able to create sentience. Just think of what that entails. Either way, I am ready to join you.
Oh, man. Great, another spellcaster. Ah, jeez. Ah! I don't know if I should take him with me, to be honest. I want to replace Rowan with
Leave it to me.
Aram. Yeah, keep the squad. I don't know. Who should I replace him with? Because look. Let's see what he's got here. So, yeah, he's a magic wielder. Paradox magic. Retaliation. The hell is that? Heals allies and damage enemies in target area. Huh. Okay, that's not bad. Transcendence. All audio attacks deal magic damage. The damage is increased and significantly increased against undead targets. This is one of them. Boom. Okay, what else? What else he has? Focus, regeneration. Yeah, I don't need any more black magic. Okay, so he's a spellcaster, healer too. Okay, can he? Oh yeah, he can. Obviously, resurrect. What's that? Oh, here, focus. Yeah. Let's see that. Oh, that's it. Okay. And he needs strength. He needs a whole bunch of willpower. Definitely some constitution and intelligence. That's what it needs. All right. So I will replace. I like Gore though. I like Gore. I don't like. I wish you could do 5. That would be cool, but screw it. Never mind. I'm not taking it with me. Golem core. Golem cores are considered to be one of the most abundant magical sources found on Io. Removing the part intact is almost impossible, as it usually overcharges upon death of the beast. For some reason, this one's different. I'm stopping here. Alrighty. That was great. That was good. That was good. Yeah, no, this is what I like about progressing in the story. You're actually feeling some sort of progression and not being held. You're not being forced to stop and like do some RTS element in the game. I mean that's part of the game. But me personally, I like to keep the story moving and not like having this roadblock in a way that is just so. It's not really difficult, but it's just annoying, you know. But in any case, I like to thank anybody who is watching, anybody and everybody who's watching. Actually, I want to thank you all. Always remain positive no matter what, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone. Hope you're having a good one.